Come out of the box.
Hello YouTube, cheers and welcome to the basement. My name is Bruce Lively.
Doug Life? Oh nah, I'm D-Boy Slim.
And the basement is the first daily hip-hop debate show. From Tuesday through Friday, we tackle the most intriguing topics in hip-hop culture and the world around it, actually. Now, listen, the reason why my man said Thug Life is because today's topic is Troy Ave. Is he really the Nupac? I mean, does he deserve that moniker? Or is he reaching when he names his album the Nupac? We gotta ask this question. We're gonna debate it. It's gonna get heated. Stay tuned, man.
Let's talk about it.
Oh, man. With that being said, let go.
Come out to the box, boy.
Oh, let's get it, man. Come on. What are we talking about?
I'm not gonna hold y'all up. Today we going in. Is Troy Ave the Nupac? Does he deserve that name? I gotta laugh at it because I'm with Troy Ave on this one, man. I'm gonna have to ride with Troy Ave, man. So I put my Brooklyn Nets hat on today, man. Somebody gotta hold it, man. It's been a lot of funny stuff going on out that borough lately, and it's about time we speak on it and speak on it the correct way. Now, I'm quite sure everybody's been in tune, and if you haven't, you've been under a rock or something, with the events that's taking place between Tax Stone and Troy Ave and his right hand man, some might call his bodyguard, getting shot down in Urban Plaza. The events after that's occurred, as far as funerals and the family.
Talk on it.
And Banger. My son, the rapper Casanova, that's new out of Brooklyn right now. And everybody's, 2 cents that they want to throw in or around it, it's going to Charlemagne, who's a buddy of Tax Stone, and to Ebro, and like I said, my son's had a lot to say about it. He even has a diss song up right now. So, let's first address this Nupac thing. Have you listened to the album?
I heard quite a few songs. Is Troy Ave the Nupac?
Here's some facts about it.
Tell me.
The reason why I asked, did you listen to the album? Because on the first track on the album, the intro of the album, he addresses that whole name in the album, Nupac.
Okay.
In Troy Ave's own words, I'm not trying to be Tupac. This is Troy Ave's words. As soon as you press play on the intro of the album, the first track on it, he explains, I'm not trying to be Tupac.
Okay.
The feeling of what's going on inside of his life right now is what he's speaking on, and why he named the album Nupac. It's a feeling. I guess you could say, I'm not sure he's trying to restore it, but I guess you could say he's maybe trying to capture that. When there was a time in hip-hop when we were able to see Tupac going through some of his court cases and being shot at the same time, gunned down, and this, that, and the third. And still us as fans of it all wanting to hear his music, wanting to hear his response to some of this stuff.
Wait a minute, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Though? You said it's a feeling.
Right.
I just want to know, before I get started, do you think we should still revere the name of Pac? And I'm not saying like it's sacrilegious, like Pac is a god. I'm just saying, when you name something Nupac and say, well, I just meant the feeling of it, you can understand how other people are going to say, are you calling yourself the Nupac? Like this,
Right.
how you felt. You saying that you like Pac?
And this is why, like I said, in clarification, the first song, before the first song, on the intro of the album, he comes out and clarifies it. He says, I'm not trying to be anybody but Troy.
I'm not trying to be anybody but Troy.
Of course, I'm not trying to be another man. That's not where I'm coming from with this title. So, if any question you had about why he named the album that, and like I said, you say, well, some may say, where do you get off saying that you the Nupac or calling your album the Nupac? Let's not act like we don't see the similarity. On the album cover, he shows you clear as day that there was times that we were able to see. There may be people in the world, in the United States, that have gone through similar circumstances or similar situations, but not many have gone through it on a televised level where the news and everybody is at you as you're coming out the court with a shot, with a gun, with gun wounds in your leg or gun wounds in your arm, and questioning you about what's going on a televised level, and you have music out. Okay. So not many have gone through it from that level, and this is why these are the similarities that he chose to draw from with Tupac, and that's a fact. There's nothing fiction about that. He has gone through similar circumstances. So, like I said, for everything and everybody saying, yo, he's bringing up Pac, anytime you bring up someone's dead name, there's going to be something to said about it. How he said it, was he respectful enough when he said it? So there's going to be question anytime you bring up a dead man's name.
It's also marketing too. I see that. I feel that you do that to make people talk about it. That's part of it.
Which in another light, you can, from another aspect, you can call that revering somebody or giving light to someone's name in a respectful manner. He hasn't, I don't think he's brought disrespect to his name. But like I said, we gonna make this quick and short, and let me hear Bruce's perspective on it, because like I said, I'm riding with Av all day on this one.
Man, let me tell you what. Luckily, I did hear some of the music, because I was gonna go more in on this cat. But the music is good, and he's talking about different things. He's not just talking about selling dope the entire album like he has every other time that he's rapped. Every other time that he's rapped.
You gotta talk
That's
your
what's
life.
up. But he talked his life this time without talking about that.
Talk your life.
So he's proven that he can now do that. So now, like I said,
Every other time that he rapped.
just talking about selling dope. If that's what he did, and then called it Nupac, I would be livid. I don't care what your disclaimer is in the beginning. You're lying to the people and yourself, more than likely. But it was nice. Music was good, topical. But why is it that the only thing we can remember from Pac is the foolishness? Like you said, I'm not trying to be Pac is what he said. But also, pictures say 1,000 words. The only thing we remember about Pac, as far as his album cover is concerned, is when he's rolling out the court in the wheelchair, or when he's getting shot up in the car, or when he's running from this, and when he's getting the headline for being a thug. Like, those are parts of Pac. And the comparison is real on that side. But we also, go ahead.
How much of Pac's positive contributions or positive things that he did or may have not done were headlines? Were news, 6 o'clock news worthy?
Well, see, this is hip hop. And I don't care what was 6 o'clock newsworthy. When I remember Brenda's had a baby and Dear Mama. But hip hop, I say I don't, and most of those people don't care. They care about the music and what he stood for as well. He also stood for Black Power. He also mentioned the Panthers every time he got on TV.
Did we see that on? I did not see him talk about the Panthers on TV.
I heard him talk about that on TV all the time.
I never heard him talk about that on TV.
I did
not
hear
as
him
much
talk
as
about
I
that on
seen him
TV.
talk about his court case and him being shot up.
I did hear him talk about that on TV, and we can bring it up. I'll tell you what. I'll bring it up when the editing. I'm gonna put it up here for you.
Because I feel like It's too much money here. I mean, nobody should be hitting lotto for 36 million and we got people starving in the streets. That is not idealistic, that's just real. That is just stupid. There's no way Michael Jackson should have, or whoever Jackson, should have $1,000,000 billion and then there's people starving. There's no way. There's no way that these people should own planes and their people don't have houses, apartments, shacks, drawers.
When he did the interview with MTV, he was talking about how black people need to come together.
There's footage now that's been leaked about when he did it. I didn't see those headlines and those news stories as much as I seen this man getting shot or coming out of courthouse. That's a fact.
But what I'm saying is, I'm gonna put up the interviews for you where he said
put up the interviews
about that.
I'm just saying, in 95 and 94 when Pac was here, I didn't see those headlines. I didn't see that on my TV set when I turned on the news. I seen him getting shot though on the news.
That's not the only thing you saw.
Fox and ABC.
That's exactly
I didn't
my
see
point.
him talking about the Panthers.
That's exactly my point. My point is we forgot. My point is we forgot because it was on TV.
It wasn't televised.
It was on TV.
It wasn't televised
because they love to show us when niggas getting shot.
It might have been recorded. Exactly. That's my point. That's my whole point. So they love to show it.
So in lieu
that's not Troy Ave's fault.
So in lieu of that, when you make an album and call it Nupac, and the only thing you focus on is who's messed up and who's dissing who, and this song is only about the people who's doing the shooting.
Good marketing, right? Tell me that's not good marketing.
It is good marketing.
Tell me it's not good marketing.
It is good marketing.
I want you to tell me
it is good
that
marketing.
It's not good marketing.
But I have a right to say that you only acting like that's all that Pac was when you call it Nupac. And then specifically only talk about the things that you're saying that these, I ain't gonna say that these folks out here only want to see on the news. They only want to see from a gangster. When you say Nupac, we forget about the other side, the side of this dude that had poetry, the side of this dude that's for the upliftment of black people. But when you do that and then compare yourself to Pac, which is what he's doing, no matter what he said in the beginning, he's not trying to be Pac, but he's definitely comparing himself to Pac. He put comparison pictures on the front of the album, and he said it numerous times, I'm the new Pac, on Breakfast Club. Anyway, Banger McFadden, the dude died, saving his life. Now, I'm not sure that Pac would have sent flowers, or if Pac would have sent the dough. I believe Pac would have sent the dough, not the flowers. When you call yourself the new Pac, make sure that you mention these things in your new Pac album. We have to now talk about that. Trife the Gangster, Banger McFadden's brother, has a point when he says, you didn't send nothing but flowers. Dudes can't eat flowers. Nobody can eat flowers. You should have had something put away for your goons. And now guess what? Are his goons now is gonna look at it and go, well, dang, if I die, is he gonna send my family money or flowers? If I get locked up, is he gonna be taking care of me like I thought he was? And you're gonna start to see the loyalty of his people go left and right, left and right. Pac really never had that. He never had. The one thing that he was thug life to the end, and I wasn't even his biggest fan. But the one thing, anyway, go ahead. I just don't think he's earned that moniker, and that's my side of the debate.
My point in the whole thing was the fact that it wasn't to dispute whether Pac had positive contributions or Pac did positive things. I'm sure, and as a matter of fact, it's a fact that Troy Ave has done positive things. You ask what positive things? Let me just get into something real quick. The guy that died, Banger, from what I understand, was Troy Ave's friend from Head Start from the Sandbox days. So this is a guy, as Troy Ave started to blow up and rap, took him in and said, you know what, let's do this together.
I hear you.
The guy Hovain, who Ave is dissing now and was his former manager, they go back to, doing hand in hand in the streets and all of that. Like this is documented stuff that Av has spoke on recently. My point in saying all this is the fact that you could take negative and positive from each of the situations, whether it be Pac or Troy Ave. The similarities that he chose to point out are glaring. They're self-explanatory. But now I do agree with going back and forth or even debating with Banger's mother as far as funeral costs, expenses, arrangements, or location. Like that's someone's son. So,
yeah.
No matter how close in relations you had, and the fact of the matter is he did die on your watch. You were the boss of it. It's your people. They up under your payroll. Like that's your responsibility. So I do agree to that point. However, like I said, like everything else as far as getting back to the Pac situation, it's self-explanatory. And let's stop acting like we don't see the similarities. Whether you agree or whether he on Pac level, does he do much positivity as Pac? Like that's all for your own barbershop debate. But like I said, to act like we don't see the similarities, and in the intro the guy said, I'm not trying to be Tupac. There's a feeling in rap when Pac was going through, and two songs come to mind: Me Against the World and All Eyes on Me. It relates. Tell me it's not a relatable and y'all lying. It relates. So that's where I'm gonna end it at. But I'm gonna let my man Bruce wrap it up for y'all. We gotta get up out of here.
I would also like if you came back and bought $1 million house, that some of that money went to the family.
True.
That's all. What do y'all think wins this debate? Does he deserve that moniker? Have I proven my point? I understand the similarities, but you also have to understand what I'm saying about when you bring up a great's name and you don't have any of the other sides of them, it's incomplete. Either one of them arguments is good enough, man. You got to tell us, what do you think? Leave them in the comments. That's what this debate is all about.
Till the next time, we out of here.
Peace. Actually, we're back. I'm just going to do a couple shout outs, because we haven't done shout-outs in a couple times in a couple shows. So we did last show we did with Kendrick. Y'all loving it. I appreciate that. Stupid is as stupid does too. Damien Coore. Mr. Fleetwood, once again, you're a regular watcher of this show and a regular commenter. Appreciate that. And we'll pick one more here, Young Sosa. Anyway, thank you all. D-Boy Slim had to jet out right quick, but this was an awesome debate. Leave those comments. Holla back.